Overseas now, and the leader of Hong Kong says the voting on a controversial extradition law which triggered mass protests will go ahead. Chief Executive Carrie Lam said this afternoon lawmakers will vote on the bill on Wednesday as planned. An estimated 1 million people took to the streets in protest against the measure, which would allow suspected criminals in Hong Kong to be sent to mainland China. Ms Lam also said protesters who attacked police will face serious punishment. Officers used batons and pepper spray on some demonstrators after their permission to protest expired. CNN reporter Andrew Stevens has more from Hong Kong.
So really, 1 million people protesting, very clearly calling for the scrapping of this legislation, not being heard by the Hong Kong government. As you say, there's going to be a vote on this in a couple of days. This is the second reading of the bill. There's going to be a third reading. The government does have the numbers, but certainly it looks at this stage as if this is going to remain a very divisive issue in Hong Kong, as Hong Kong has become more and more concerned about the reach of Beijing into this territory, which is still protected by what is known as the Basic Law. It's a mini constitution, and the critics of the new extradition bill are saying that if this goes through, it will shatter that rule of law in Hong Kong.
So the protesters, their approval to protest, their permission ran out. That's expired. Are they expected to continue these protests despite that? Well,
there was some violence in the late hours of Sunday evening when protesters tried to push storm into the Parliament building, and they were, according to the police, they were using barriers to push against the police, and indeed 3 or 4 policemen were injured and 7 people were arrested. So that was really the height of the violence against a backdrop of 1 million people, which was basically a very peaceful demonstration.